You're listening to Talk of the Town on 92.7 The Bee, covering issues important to our friends and neighbors in Northwest Alabama.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Evan Tidwell here for your Saturday edition of Talk of the Town here on 92.7 The Bee. Thank you for tuning in to our second edition here. Today we're sitting down with Mr. Will Walker with BankFirst here in Haleyville, Alabama, and he's going to come in and tell us about a project that he's been working on with a few other folks around here to kind of help beautify the area. You're getting the Haleyville Garden Club started. Will, thank you for coming in today.
Thanks, Evan. I appreciate it.
So when did the idea for the garden club get started?
The idea actually started probably a year or so ago. And just whatever reasons and things happened, we just couldn't really get it started. Some other things maybe took priority. I don't know. But, for whatever reason, it just didn't. And then the idea came back up, talked to some people about it. There was a little more interest than I thought there was. So we picked it back up and started the process.
So the main point of this is going to be helping beautify the town, like at the Welcome to Haleyville signs. Is that correct?
I think the initial projects, what we've talked about, is going to be the Welcome to Haleyville signs, which I understand the city is going to put up new Welcome to Haleyville signs.
Gotcha.
So we're talking about the plantings and the greenery around those signs. And then also in the initial project, year one would be the Chamber of Commerce bought 12 planters that's on Main Street, 20th Street downtown. And that's going to be a year one project. We've put the Chamber also bought some gourds that went in there in the fall, some little trees that went in there in the wintertime, but those are really ideal. If you've been to other places, been to other towns, been to other cities, you see a lot of flowers and color. And I think that's what the objective is bring some color into the city, into downtown. And that's just where it's starting. One of the projects downtown on Main Street and the Welcome to Haleyville signs. But,
kind of initial projects and then see where it goes from there.
See where it goes. I mean, I think there's some, you get some good people with good ideas that think outside the box, give them a little funding and meet them up with the people that like to get their hands dirty. And there's really a lot that I'm excited about what this could eventually become.
You mentioned one of our previous videos we did on BTV when you spoke to the city. City has made a small annual contribution, and the Chamber of Commerce has also agreed to contribute annually to this. Are there any other funding avenues or possibly public fundraisers that you're going to think about doing to fund this?
Initially, and this is still such in the infant stages, so it's really hard to say. But in my mind, ideally, an annual contribution from the city, an annual contribution from the chamber, go after some of these grants that are available. Zach Brannon with Extension Agencies told us about. There's, several $1,000s up to $50,000. So I think we will probably go after some grants. I don't know. There could be cases where, we ask some, if any businesses are interested in contributing to the beautification project. Maybe some individuals could be. I don't want it to get into fundraisers. I don't want to do that. But I think some people will ultimately be led to contribute once they see some of the product being put out there. They're going to, my hope is that people will see it, enjoy it, and want to be a part of it and contribute, whether it's $100, $50, it doesn't matter. But it all goes into the same pot. 100% of those proceeds or the money raised is going right into the product to put stuff out.
And even more important a lot of times than the actual funding is people contributing their time.
I mean, that's what it is, and I don't want it to be, where somebody feels, I'm in a club, it's going to meet every week, it's going to meet every month. I don't have the time for that. We're talking about a group of people that would meet once a quarter.
Gotcha.
And they're going to meet, probably, I don't know, probably at City Hall at 5 to 6 o'clock one time every 3 months. So it's not time consuming. So you can put that to bed.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that would be more like a planning meeting for what y'all are wanting to do.
Initially will be an organizational meeting, and that's going to be in the next few weeks. To organize, is it best to do organize a garden club of Haleyville LLC? Do you do articles of organization? Do you do bylaws? You'd have to do minutes. I'm thinking you would set up a checking account so the city and the chamber can fund it into it. So, and then they can write checks, when they go buy trees or plants or topsoil or whatever. So that will be an organizational meeting. And then I think going forward, it'll just be a quarterly meeting each season. So, they would come in and say, we're going to have a meeting in the summer, July, say, for the fall. What are we going to plant? What are we going to do in the fall? So you're talking 1 hour meeting 4 times a year, not asking for a lot, but then also, we'll work in the plantings. But if you've got enough people out there doing it, and I think we will, and I hope, I don't want to say we've already got enough people to do it, because that's not the case. But if we can get enough people, that want to be a part of it and share, I'm thinking there's going to be some people there that are 30. There's going to be some people there that are 80. And obviously somebody that's 80 may have some limitations on what they can do, but they want to be a part of it. So I'm hoping we've got a wide range of people, but everybody can make a contribution.
Well, like I've said, off record here, we've talked before. I've offered my assistance any way I can. I don't know anything about flowers, but I can dig holes and carry bags of potting soil. So whatever the ladies or whoever needs help with, I'll be glad to do so, and throw in with whatever projects y'all are doing, and of course talk about it. So I'm good at talking about stuff. So
yeah, Evan, I appreciate it. I mean, you've done a
Absolutely.
great job about helping promote a lot of things and being a part of our city, and that's very much appreciated. And I think that's the beauty of it, is that everybody has different strengths. We did learn today at the chamber meeting that the extension office has a lot of areas that they do a lot of work. Is horticulture, is it what to plant, test the soil, those kind of things. So we're going to take advantage of that. But again, like you said, there's some people wouldn't have a clue what to plant, but they can bring a shovel and they can dig, they can bring a rake, they can rake up, they can throw some mulch over it, whatever. There's something that everybody that came and was a part of it could contribute to it.
I'm good at being told what to do.
Oh, so. I am too. I understand.
Well, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about the garden club. I've got a couple more questions for you about getting involved with that, and we'll also encourage some folks to do that. So take a quick break, and we'll be right back here on Talk of the Town.
You are listening to Talk of the Town on 92.7 The Bee, covering issues important to our friends and neighbors in Northwest Alabama.
All right, we're back with Talk of the Town. It's Evan here with you on the air with Will Walker with BankFirst, and we've been talking about the organization of the Haleyville Garden Club, trying to spruce things up plant-wise in the city of Haleyville and bring some, as you said, bring some color back to town. And we were speaking off air here during the commercials, and something I mentioned that I think it's a great opportunity for folks to share knowledge. For someone like me who maybe does not know a lot about plants. And I'll give you an example. I'm wanting to plant wildflowers out here under our tower, so I don't have to mow it constantly. And we're also the bees. So you know what? We need to feed our pollinators too. So I would love, if there's anyone involved with the garden club that can advise me on, hey, what do I need to plant out here? And how do I need to care for them and feed the bees and not have to run a lawnmower every week this summer.
Can't blame you. It's a good idea.
I would love to, if there's anyone in the garden club that can advise me on that, that's something I would love to know.
Yeah.
So I would love for it to become a collaboration of information as well.
And I think that's ultimately the beauty of what this is designed to do, is have enough people with enough knowledge in different areas that can provide a service to other people in the community. Granted, Zach is there, and he has his
With extension
office, so he's got his role to play and plays it well. But I think there's going to be some people that's in this club, and again, the people we've already talked to. There's several people that do a lot of gardening, planting, flowers. So there's going to be a lot of people bring different strengths.
And I'd also love anyone that's interested in gardening from a food perspective. I love to eat, so anytime you're growing okra or anything else in your garden, I'm all for that as well.
Yeah.
So I tell folks okra is my favorite vegetable, but by the time you bread it and fry it, I don't think it counts anymore.
It probably doesn't.
So, Will, you were doing an organizational meeting this month.
Yes.
Haven't set the date for that yet, but we'll be sure to announce that when that does get set, date, time, location, so folks can show up and find out more about it. And if they want to volunteer, they'll have the opportunity to get in on the ground floor, as it were. So we'll have that on our Around the Town news when that comes up. And of course, we're shooting video today too, so we'll have information on BTV, on YouTube, and on Facebook as well. So be happy to cover anything that's coming up with the Garden Club. I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know if I mentioned this before. If I did, I'm sorry. But, again, we've had other people talk about more than just flowers, more than just plants. I mean, I could see other things going on in our city that would help the appearance of the city. So I'm excited about the directions, and I say directions, that this could go. And I think it will. But again, a lot of us, everybody has driven through other towns, and you have a chance to make a first impression one time when you go into, whether it's a neighboring town, whether it's a neighboring city. And I guess it depends on their budget for that kind of thing, but I think some people just put an emphasis on it. But you notice when you drive into a city, regardless of where it is, there's places that you just stop and say, wow, this is something that's really nice. And I think it just leaves a great first impression, and that's what we want to do is people, number one, the people of Haleyville to enjoy, and number two, to create that impression for people that come into Haleyville, whether they're looking for a home, open a business, traveling through, stop by for a meal, whatever, to really, see that we really care, and just make that first impression. I think that's huge.
And something else I like is that you're wanting to do it from a volunteer standpoint. It's not something that, hey, this is going to be $25,000 a year in tax dollars, that's going towards it. It's volunteers. It's a grassroots effort. It's people that want to do something, so they're going to say, hey, I'm going to do it. I'm going to throw in, here's what we want to do. And, the city has been all right with it. They've thrown a few dollars into it as well, but it's people in the community that say, hey, you know what, this could be better. We're going to go out here and do the best job we can, and we're going to do what we can to improve the city. And like you mentioned, it possibly going beyond just gardening to where it's like a beautification organization, and I would love to see kind of if you go this route, especially with, extension, there's funding available for different grants, mainly on the ag side, but also from your beautification standpoint, if there are like historic preservation grants or things of that sort, if you're trying to save a building, if you're trying to, preserve a historic home, if you decide to do like, Yard of the Year awards or whatever, for historical homes, we don't, to my knowledge, do we have a historic district here in Haleyville, or is it kind of unofficial, or?
It's probably unofficial.
Yeah.
All of those buildings downtown on that 20th Street it's above the building. They're all built in I guess, around 1920. So that would be, I guess, would be considered our historical district. So
No, so I would love to see,
Yeah.
historical preservation come
Yeah.
into that play as well.
Yeah.
As you said, not just plants, but this is a good first step.
yeah, good first step. Who knows where it'll go? I want it to continue and not die. So we're going to keep pushing, keep people involved, and again, just see where it takes us. I'm excited to see where it goes.
Well, best thing, way, if someone wants to get involved, show up to the organizational meeting when that gets set.
I would say today, if you're hearing this today and you have interest, call me at the bank. Call Vicki Dean. Vicki Dean works at the senior center. Carla Waldrop works at the library. Get your name on the list. Look on social media. Listen to the radio, the news, local news, talk of the town. We're gonna relay that information back down here. So just be aware and be looking, and or let somebody know, and we'll add you to the list, and we hope to get started really soon.
Wonderful. Is there anything else you'd like to add in closing?
Just that I think it's the beauty of it is really the collaborative effort of the city being a part of it, the chamber board or the chamber being a part of it, volunteers. It's just a lot of people, and it's hard to pull off something with a lot of people. But getting everybody to buy in, and then everybody enjoying what happened, the end result is just really a beautiful way all that just sort of comes all together. So I'm just excited to be a really small part of it.
I like that there's something here that everybody can get in on and share in, and it has a chance to bring folks together.
Yeah.
Rather than being apart.
Yeah.
Because we're a small town. There's not a lot of us, and we need to stick together on stuff.
Absolutely. You're right, Evan.
Well, Will, I sure do appreciate you coming in and
Absolutely.
speaking with us on the air today.
Thanks
I
for having me.
appreciate your time, and of course, we appreciate having you on the air as a sponsor at BankFirst. We appreciate that y'all's support for not only my dream, but for helping keep the station on the air and paying the power bill and bringing all this great real country music to folks. So we appreciate what y'all do.
Well, Aaron, it's like I told you. I mean, I think it's one of those vital services that a small community needs. So the radio station is important. We need to have one, and you provide a great service to us. And I, for one, I can speak for a lot of people. We appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. So we love being here and playing the music in the good times, and we're here. If something goes wrong, we'll be here.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming in today.
Absolutely.
And thank y'all
Evan.
for listening to Talk of the Town here on 92.7 FM. We'll have this, of course, on the air Saturday at noon, and we'll have a replay on Sunday at noon each week. So tune in each week, and we'll also have our video on Beef TV on YouTube and share some stuff on Facebook as well. So several ways to listen, but we appreciate you being a part of our program and our station right here at 92.7 The Bee. Have a great weekend.
Talk of the Town is produced as a public service by WSHF. If you have a topic you would like to hear discussed, send us an email on our website at HaleyvilleBroadcasting.com or write to us at P.O. Box 21, Haleyville 35565. Tune in again next week to hear more Talk of the Town on 92.7 The Bee.